Have you ever wondered what lengths governments might go to in order to protect humanity from the unknown? Imagine a world where whispers of alien contact aren't just the stuff of conspiracy theories but are grounded in secret operations hidden deep beneath the surface. This is the story of Project Elysium. The world seemed ordinary on the outside, a bustling city skyline, people living their daily lives, oblivious to the monumental secret hidden in plain sight. Buried beneath a nondescript military base was the Elysium complex, a sprawling underground facility bristling with cutting-edge technology. For decades, the project had operated under the guise of advanced research. But its true mission? To establish contact with extraterrestrial civilizations. The protagonist of our story, Elena Torres, was a seasoned linguist and cryptographer recruited for her unmatched skill in decoding patterns. She believed she was helping humanity bridge the gap between worlds, working tirelessly to understand enigmatic signals from the stars. Every day, Elena delved into data streams filled with intricate symbols and sounds that seemed to defy earthly logic. Her colleagues often marveled at her dedication, calling her the code whisperer. To Elena, this was more than just a job, it was a calling. Her sense of purpose, however, was shattered the day she received an encrypted file marked with a red warning, "Eyes Only." The file came from Daniel Cross, a disillusioned technician on the Elysium team. Daniel had stumbled upon something that shook him to his core, and he trusted only Elena to decipher it. Inside the file were layers of data, star charts, communication logs, and something that didn't add up. The signals they had been analyzing weren't requests for contact. They were tests. The aliens, or the visitors, as the project referred to them, had been evaluating humanity. Each transmission contained subtle provocations, pushing humanity to react in specific ways. The encoded messages revealed that the visitors had already infiltrated Earth's satellite networks, manipulating global communications and even influencing minor geopolitical events. It was a psychological experiment on a planetary scale. Elena confronted Daniel in a dimly lit storage room, away from prying eyes. "Why are you showing me this? If anyone finds out, we're both dead," she whispered, her voice trembling. Daniel's face was pale but resolute. "Because this isn't contact, Elena. This is control. They're testing how we think, how we'd respond under pressure. And the higher-ups? They know. They've been hiding it from us all along." The revelations left Elena reeling. Her belief in the mission crumbled as she realized that Project Elysium wasn't about peace. It was about survival, or worse, submission. But the biggest shock came when she uncovered the final layer of the encrypted file, a contingency plan labeled Protocol Exodus. The plan detailed how select individuals would be evacuated to a secret colony in the event of an alien takeover. Billions of lives would be sacrificed, and the truth would die with them. Elena couldn't believe the cold calculus behind the decision. The question burned in her mind, was humanity truly so powerless? Elena began to question everything she thought she knew about the visitors. Were they hostile, or was humanity misinterpreting their intentions? The thought haunted her as she pored over the files late into the night, her desk cluttered with coffee cups and crumpled notes. The signals contained patterns that seemed almost compassionate, as if the visitors were trying to communicate something deeper, beyond simple tests. Determined to uncover the truth, Elena started observing her colleagues more closely. She noticed subtle changes in their behavior, especially among the senior staff. They seemed overly cautious, speaking in vague terms and avoiding direct answers to her questions. It became clear that the top brass knew far more than they were letting on. One evening, Elena overheard a heated argument between two project leaders. They spoke in hushed tones, but she caught snippets, "Not ready for disclosure, chaos, they'll never trust us again." The words sent a chill down her spine. She realized that the secrecy wasn't just about protecting humanity from the visitors, it was also about protecting those in power from accountability. Elena knew she had to act. She considered going public with the information, exposing the deception to the world. But doing so would unleash chaos. Governments would collapse, panic would grip the planet, and humanity might destroy itself before the aliens even made a move. On the other hand, staying silent meant allowing the lies to continue and humanity to remain pawns in an unfathomable game. As the days turned into sleepless nights, Elena became consumed by the moral weight of her choice. She reached out to a journalist she trusted, giving them a small piece of the puzzle without revealing the full extent. The story made headlines. Whistleblower claims secret project studies alien signals. It was enough to spark public curiosity but vague enough to avoid implicating Elena directly. The leak forced the government's hand. Officials held a press conference, dismissing the claims as conspiracy theories and reaffirming humanity's sovereignty. But behind the scenes, Project Elysium went into overdrive. Security was tightened, and all personnel underwent rigorous loyalty assessments. Elena knew her time was running out. In a desperate bid to expose the full truth, she uploaded the remaining files to an anonymous server. Each keystroke felt like a ticking clock, her heart pounding as she watched the upload bar inch forward. But as she pressed the final key, her computer screen went dark. The room filled with the sound of heavy boots approaching. The door burst open, and agents swarmed in, confiscating her equipment and taking her into custody. Elena's disappearance didn't go unnoticed. Daniel, now in hiding, vowed to continue her work. The files she uploaded had only partially been retrieved by the authorities, leaving fragments scattered across the dark web. Conspiracy forums lit up with speculation, and a growing movement of activists demanded transparency. Meanwhile, the visitors watched. Their silent experiment continued, with humanity teetering on the edge of awareness. Were we ready for the truth? Or would the knowledge of their presence push us into chaos? As Elena sat in a sterile interrogation room, she realized her fight wasn't over. The seeds of doubt had been planted, and humanity was beginning to ask questions. The story ends with a haunting question: if aliens are already among us, testing our resilience, who's really in control? And more importantly, what happens when the tests are over?